Okay, so I just wanted to say this last thing. There are news stations and reporters involved because they was trying to take pictures of me with LaMarcus Sanders, trying to stage stuff to make it look like I was a black man. And the HPD, everybody trying to stage arrest to make it seem like it was a black man. Another thing, I did contact the news stations. I contacted Fox. I contacted BBC. I contacted all of these people to let them know what was going on. And I contacted Wendy Williams. I contacted Media Takeout. And I told all of these people what they were doing to me. And they was erasing my comments on Media Takeout as spam. Wendy Williams never replied. It's like soon as I sent the message, they was like, "Oh, thank you for sending us the message," and then like, damn, they're like, "Okay, don't contact us anymore." That was almost like what it was like. And then the news stations they had white men taking pictures of LaMarcus Sanders when I was trying to get away from LaMarcus Sanders, running from him. He had threatened to call the police after he tried to attack me, and I told him to get back. And then I told him I'd defend myself, get away from me. He was threatening to take my body and throw me in the car and force me to go with him, where they had gang members swarming around his house, trying to provoke me and stuff. And then this was after they had conspired to have me out of Lily Morris's house, where Lily Morris and Bianca Hudson tried to fight me, and Charles Cross was trying to paint me out to be a mental patient while he was in there abusing his child. Um, it was a lot. But let's just say, as soon as LaMarcus Sanders called the police, he was like, I told him I'd call the police on him. He was like, don't show up to my grandma's house because he was trying to, do stuff to me in his truck. And then I was like, I'm not going to show up to your grandma's house. I was like, if I show up to your grandma's house, I'm going to show up with the police. And so he was like, I'll call the police on you right now. I'll call them on you right now. Trying to be evil. And I was like, LaMarcus, just let me up out this car right now. And I had him let me out of the Kroger where they had me. And they was trying to have gang members swarming around me where they had me because they was telling him to go to meet him different places and bring me. And then they were swarming around me and then trying to do stuff to me where he was, the places where he was bringing me. So I was like, I'm getting up out of this man's car. It's sad when you find out what people be doing, but it was just too much what they was doing. So I was like, let me just get away from him because I hate people smiling up in my face and plotting on me. And we was up in the truck. So I had got up out the car in the parking lot. He had parked, and I got out the car. I was like, let me get all my stuff. Let me just get all my stuff and leave you alone. I was like, I can't. I'll go stay. I ain't had no money, no nothing. I was like, let me just get up out of here. And because it was going too far. And then so I had grabbed all my stuff, and I went to the bus stop, and he came up on me. He was like, come on, get on, come on, come on, come on. He was like, you adding to the streets, you adding to the streets. And I'm like, how am I adding to the streets? I was like, I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? I need to get the hell away from you. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, he tried to run up on me. It's not the first time because he had snatched some of my clothes the last time that it happened when I was trying to get into the shelter. He snatched my blouse that I was trying to wear. It was court attire stuff, and then I had to walk around in BS. But basically, he had came up to the bus stop where I was staying to get in my stuff together, and trying to hold my stuff, and just keep my poise and my integrity. And LaMarcus Sanders came up to me, and then he tried to run up on me. And he knew that I would protect myself. And he tried to run up on me. He was like, I'm about to pick you up and put you in my car. I'm not playing. I'm about to pick you up and throw you up in my car. And he ran up on me to do it and like square up on me. And then, they know that I protected myself from Austin. And even Bianca, she ran up on me with a stick. And I was like, Bianca, if you come a few steps closer, that's it. It's it for you. And then she backed up and went back in the yard. And he did too. I told him, I was like, LaMarcus, you know what? I'm going to defend myself. You don't want to do this. And he ran up on me again. And I was like, LaMarcus, get back, bro. Because they know, you know what I'm saying, it's not what I'm capable of, like I'm dangerous, but they know I ain't the type to just, I'm going to hurt you, man. You know what I'm saying? You run up on me, I'm going to hurt you. So ain't gonna be no I'm gonna go blow for blow with you. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna really hurt you. I'm gonna pick something up. I'm pregnant. So it don't matter what y'all say about me. I wouldn't go blow for blow with you even if I wasn't pregnant because I'm scary. And you ain't about to be knocking my teeth out and putting out my eye and all of that crap. You know, I'm a female, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And if any female try to fight me, male, female, it's going to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be like, it's going to be war. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be full out war. You know, it ain't going to be, and when the war happen, shit, whatever. It ain't gonna be no old Floyd Mayweather fighting. We going round for round. No, nigga, I'm trying to take you out. Soon as you run up, I'm trying to take you out. Because I'm just scary like that. You know, I don't want to get hurt, you know, by nobody. I don't want to be hurt. And especially when you pregnant, especially when you carrying. So I was telling him, just get back, LaMarcus, get back, don't be, I had hurried up and got away from him. He went back to his truck, and when he saw I was going to protect myself by any means, and I hurried up and walked off, and he started chasing me in his truck. And then he was like, if you don't get in the car with me, I'm going to call the police on you. I'm going to call the police on you. And then I'm walking down the sidewalk, walking on the sidewalk while he's saying all this, threatening to call the police if I don't come with him. And he was already trying to set me up with the police, because they had to let me go. And they didn't want to let me go. And they're going to have repercussions for what they did to me and my baby in that jail. And now I want no repercussions. And Cynthia Vera going to have to give me back my son. And she don't want to do that. So people, was trying to get all kind of charges and stuff dropped and everything. And they want to get involved themselves. And they also satanic. So there's a lot more to it. And so of why they willing to do it. It ain't just about no charges and stuff. They serving they so-called master. It's deeper than that. So they really worship them. Lord Jesus, Father God, please anoint me. Oh, yeah. So he started driving in a little parking lot or whatever next door, next to the sidewalk at some restaurants. And he was like coming in. He was saying he was going to try to call the police on me and make something up about me to try to have me arrested, because that's all they've been doing is trying to start altercations or make up something, anything to have me arrested. Was just conspiracy to murder, because the Lord said they were trying to murder me before that trial, and they were. And the Lord said that they were trying to take me back so they could try to murder me and try to, finish what they was trying to do. And so anybody that was involved with trying to have me arrested, you in conspiracy to try to have me murdered, because that's all they're trying to do to me in any facility. Ain't no you just trying to find a reason to arrest Andrea Jones, and you still ain't had no repercussions for what you did when I was in the jail the first time. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. It ain't no putting me back in no facility where they tried to kill me. Don't nobody needs to be in none of them facilities if that's the case. Where they trying to murder people, unless you done got death row, for something, and only God can condemn a man to die. You know what I'm saying? And if God ain't put it in nobody's heart to kill me, and I know he haven't, because he put it in my heart that he going to save me. So whatever they trying to do is just wicked as hell. And the Lord have exposed that they wicked as hell. So they hate God. They denying God. They going against God. And then they lying, trying to make it seem like they Christian and they believers, and they not. So anyway, so he was, he's a gang member. They're gang members, by the way. So anyway, I didn't find this out until afterwards, after I was in their home, at Lily Morris's home, that they were gang members, and she also confirmed that they were gang members. But anyway, so and that they also are initiating children into gangs as well. She told me that his Charles Cross' nephew was being initiated into a gang. And I told y'all they was having kids do stuff, you know what I'm saying? Children doing stuff too, and they are. It's a shame, but they are. So anyway, Father God, anoint me, Jesus. So when I was walking, getting away from him, because he kept coming after me, like the times that I would try to get away from him. And at first, I didn't know really what was going on. But once I realized that he was plotting on my life and my children, then I was like, okay, this man don't love me. I don't care what he bought me. I don't care how much we done been sexually active, this man, he don't give a damn about me, for real. And that's hard for a woman to face that, but especially when it's cold outside and you don't know where you gonna go and you ain't got no money and you really liked it, the dude, and he just was setting you up and you just got tired, he just relentlessly kept setting me up. He'll have sex with me, he'll buy me whatever, but he was setting me up. period. He even was trying to say he wanted to marry me and have a baby with me, but he was still setting me up. I mean, I couldn't change that. That's what it was. And I didn't want to have to leave him, but he wouldn't stop setting me up, trying to set me up. And he had SHRM charges and stuff, and he said he been to prison, and when it come to people in they self, they gonna always choose they self. When it come down to their kids and their life and their future, I don't care how much they like you, I don't care how bad they felt about you and your situation. If it's gonna help them in any kind of way, but people are Satanists too. So it's a lot deeper than them just being in trouble. But I had a dream that I found out that he was setting me up when he was at Paysetters, going up to the Paysetters place, and they were swarming around me and doing all that in the parking lot while I was sitting in the car. He was saying I had a dream that a white man came and took LaMarcus and some Hispanic girls away. Like arrest or something. Almost. And they was gone. And then something about trying to have me riding in the trunk of some Hispanic girl car. And there's been Hispanic men involved and Hispanic women too. I've been seeing them following me and all kind of stuff. But anyway, so Lord, just let me stand up. So I was walking and getting away from him, and the police had came because LaMarcus did call him. I had walked across the street. The light was red. I waited for me to be able to walk. It wasn't no cars coming, and I waited. Like anybody across the street, like you got some sense, and I crossed the street just fine. And he was screaming, that he was gonna call the police before I had got to the light, and then he turned and went another way, and then I just kept it moving, and I thought he was gone. And next thing you know, I walked way down through this neighborhood, and there was white people in the neighborhood trying to figure out what to do because they know they were trying to set up Andrea Jones with LaMarcus Sanders. And all of a sudden, I'm leaving LaMarcus Sanders, and they over there trying to figure out what the hell to do because they were setting me up with him to try to get me arrested and have people fight me and the baby, and then trying to pay me out to be a mental patient, and then trying to have him starting stuff with me while I was trying to work on the evidence, about what was going on. So now I'm in this rich white neighborhood where he done dropped me off. I told him to let me out the car, and I'm walking away. And then these white people is looking and stuff because they know what's going on. Everybody know what's going on. So I walked down the street, going down the street. And it was really, really dark, and then I had finally got by some businesses. And I saw a bus stop with a little bench, and I went to go sit right there. And LaMarcus had, I saw like a CVS or Walgreens across the street, on that side across the street, and I'm already over here. And it's the neighborhood right there, and I'm sitting down, and there's restaurants and gas stations right there, and I was waiting to find out what was going on with them buses or just to have a seat because I was tired too. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm at the bus stop, so I'm going to just sit right there. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm tired. I'm pregnant. I'm tired. And I needed to get away from this man because when a woman vulnerable, this is what they do. They're setting me up because they know I was vulnerable. So I had to leave, and I had to suffer, and I had to be outside or else be set up. So I was like, to hell with that. I've been with him for months. They've been setting me up. They've been poisoning me. What the fuck? Lord forgive me. I was like, let me go. I can't take it no more because it got to the point where I was enduring what they was doing, but then they was literally, he had gang members, a whole bunch of gang members. They was all swarming around, and, then they was trying to fight with me and argue with me, and I got a little clip of that. And I go on ahead and post a little clip of what was going on with that while I was with him. But basically, he was setting me up. Lord Jesus, please anoint me. Please anoint me because the phone is distracting me. Whoever is calling is distracting me. It's distracting me because my mind is so much going on. Oh, Jesus. Father God, don't let that conversation distract me. So LaMarcus had called the police, and I seen him across the street with HPD, and it was a whole bunch of them had pulled up. And they was not coming and showing up when Lily Morris and Bianca was trying to jump me over there. Lily Morris told me I was calling. They was not showing up. They stopped answering my 911 calls when I was calling 911. When LaMarcus was doing stuff to me, and Lily Morris and Bianca and all of them, they wasn't showing up or answering. And they blocked me from being able to make 911 calls. And then all of it, they wasn't showing up. Then when they did show up, I got the recording of 2 white women and how they was trying to make it seem like it was okay for them to make me leave and be out on the streets after I had been in Lily Moore's house for 4 months being poisoned. And then Lily Morris was trying to make it seem like I had never lived in her home, that I didn't live in her home, and lying to HPD. But HPD was involved anyway, so they was all conspiring to have me put out on the streets. And so, and have me sleeping in the truck with LaMarcus, where they were swarming around the truck. And he was trying to act like he didn't know what was going on. And he was like, oh, ain't nobody did nothing to you. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. And trying to provoke me about my son and make it seem like I was a bad mom when him and his baby mama supposedly lost their children because of the SHRM. I never did lose my son to CPS, but supposedly they did. And he was trying to make me out to be a bad mother because the state still have not given me back my child. And because they denying me medical care. And I'm upset. He was trying to make it seem like I was a bad mother. Here I come. So basically,
I'll be back. I'm gonna go across the street. Right back.
You're gonna be right back?
Yeah.
Okay, we finna go wash, right?
Okay.
Okay. So basically, he had called the police on me because I had got away from him, and the police was over there. It was like a Walgreens or a CVS or something like that. And I looked like I saw his truck, and he had gotten his truck. Yeah, but went to go buy a truck after I got there, and everybody was buying cars after I got to their house. Lily Morris got a new car. Charles Cross got a new car. And LaMarcus Sanders got a new car. And at first, they was driving rental cars. Somebody calling me, trying to distract me from telling. Because I don't talk to nobody. It's all kind of strange people calling my phone. I got my number changed. I never gave none of these people my number except for a few people. And they had everybody calling my phone before I even gave my number out. So they trying to distract me from telling the truth. They had got new cars and everything. Everybody was getting new cars. Everybody whose house I've been to been getting new cars or whatever. Selling me out. They was doing that in Conroe too. Giving them new cars to sell me out or whatever. Because some white people want me dead. So all y'all get new cars and furniture and stuff. And houses. And then my neighbor over there moving into a new house. So she could move out of the house next door to me. So they could move somebody in that was Hispanic and plotting on me and shit. So she got her a new house. And then people moving in, black people moving in around us, they had a new house. But anyway, moving black people down the street by the women's shelter so they could see y'all sitting out there attacking me in the street and not help us. Yeah. And then they was all swarming around trying to do stuff to me when he was in jail, trying to pay me out to be a paranoid schizophrenic while everybody in the neighborhood was swarming around trying to have us killed. This is how they killing young black women. And this is why everybody's trying to act like they don't know nothing. This is why they out there talking about black rights when they all was involved with having them killed. But anyway, so I ain't taking up for none of them, girl. I don't know none of the women like that, but I know what happened to me, and I know what they trying to do to me. So a lot of people is winding up dead, and I don't know how their hearts was. I don't know what kind of people they were, but I know the people that tried to have me murdered and tried to have me killed, and I don't know what kind of operation they pulled on me. So I don't put nothing past these people. And I don't trust none of these black people out there talking about they care about black people when they all trying to have me killed. What the fuck? But anyway, so Lord forgive me. So basically, HPD was over there, and they was like, man, we need you to come with us. He said that you ran. At first, I didn't know what he said, but they was like, come with us. And they had me, and they asked me if you had a weapon. And I was like, I do got a little knife in my bag. But, I was like, I didn't use it, and then they was like, okay, well, he making a report or whatever, saying that I was a danger to myself, and that because I wanted to know, I told him that it was in my bag, because I was sitting right there just chilling when they told me. I got up and started walking away when I seen that was him. I was like, is that LaMarcus' truck over there? And then I noticed, and it looked like I saw him like with his little dreads over there talking to the police, and I was like, what the hell? So he done follow me way down over there and call the police, and they done follow me way down over here, and so I done trying to get away from them, and they nonsense. And so LaMarcus Sanders was right there, and there was like a whole bunch of them, and then I started walking away. They calling me again, trying to prevent me from telling people calling, and I'm blocking it or whatever. And then so HPD walked up on me. I was on this side of the street, and I started walking from the bus stop. I was like, let me just get up out of here because I see he's over there talking to the police trying to set me up, and that's all they've been trying to do. So I started walking down the street this way, and then the police had came all the way across the street. Some of them crossed this way, but ended up all the way in my face. And then car, they whipped up over here, and then they all up on me, surrounded me, and I'm sitting over here like, Lord Jehovah, help me, Jesus, help me now. And then the officers was like, okay, we need to talk to me. They're gonna take my bag and take me. I told them that I had the knife, that I had a knife, and I told them that it was in my bag, and I told them, I didn't do nothing to him with it. He was trying to run up on me, or whatever, and I told him, get back and ask me if I was afraid for my life, and I was like, yes, I was. And he kept trying to run up on me or whatever, and then they asked me, if I wanted to press charges on him, but I was like, no, because James Harris pulled a gun out on me in Beverly Raoul's house trying to start shit. And it was a little different scenario or whatever, and I can get into that later. It wasn't the same scenario or whatever, but he pulled a gun and he cocked it, and they ain't do nothing to James, and then the Most High already let me know when I was in the jail that they was going to try to make it out to be like a black man did it, like it was in Austin, and they was trying to make it seem like I was pregnant by a black man, and so I already knew about this little plot or whatever, and so LaMarcus Sanders had pulled this little skit, with the police, and they was over there. They said, well, we want to bring you across the street to talk to him or whatever. I mean, so we don't be, just to bring it all into one section and you don't have to go near him. And I was like, that's fine. So they took my bags and put it in their car. And I had fresh food and stuff or whatever that I had bought. And they put my food was in my purse and everything in my bags. And they had put it in the, he was running off and leaving me in the grocery store. Him and James, what they was doing, we would get in the grocery store and they'll just run from me in the grocery store. They'll run. And then I'll be all over the grocery store looking for them with people in there trying to make me look like I'm a paranoid schizophrenic in a grocery store. And then I'll be like, where did y'all go? And they'll be like, oh, you crazy, what you talking about, bringing me tamper food, just all this stupid stuff, and just trying to fight me and stuff. So next thing you know, LaMarcus Sanders was over there talking to the police, and I came over there too, but they brought me past him, and I was over here talking to some officers, and it was two officers. A black officer pulled up, and there was a whole bunch of white officer females too, and then they was over there talking to LaMarcus, and it was like, I don't know, like it could have been like 4 or 5 squad cars out there, and all of a sudden I seen this white man roll up on a bike, and he started taking pictures with his camera, like a real camera, like a I can't eat those. Thank you, but he rode up with a camera, and it was like a real digital camera, and he was holding his hand up like trying to get a real good shot, and you could tell that it was staged. Because he wrote, and I asked the police, I asked the HPD officer, I said, what is this man doing taking pictures? And he was like, oh, reporters, they see stuff. Nah, I ain't never had no white person roll up on a bike taking pictures just because you see two black people outside and the police right there. Come on, y'all. How many times have y'all, and it ain't no incident happen, ain't no shooting happen, ain't no yellow tape, ain't no reporter finna be out there giving a damn about no black person, especially not no white man with no glasses on no bike, with no helmet on, plotting. And ain't been no yellow tape and no nothing. They was over there trying to set something up to make it look like I had something going on with a black man. God let me know they was going to try to stage arrest with black men to make it look like they arrested the man who did the stuff to me, but they didn't, because Austin John Metter is white, and that's my baby daddy, and that's who I'm pregnant by. And it's not, and then he let me know that people in my family and people was going to be trying to make it seem like I was pregnant by a black man. So this is why the black men was starving me in their homes and trying to bring me tamper food so that my stomach would appear so small that people would think that it was their baby, instead of Austin's, because that don't make no sense that I've been pregnant that many years and my baby's still alive. And this is why God is saying it's so deadly, because that's wrong, and that's a big lawsuit, but I don't want to say nothing about a lawsuit, but repercussions, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord did say something about something, but my kids need to remain alive. And if money make you feel like you want to kill somebody because you would have to pay out money for what you did, you know, and fix what you did, then I don't need the money. Just give me my kids and send us some people of God that'll take us in, and y'all just have each other, have your wicked ass kingdom, have your wicked ass country, you know, and all y'all money. You know, and I cast you out of the kingdom of heaven. I never have shit to say to none of y'all ever again in life. Never want to see your face ever again in life. None of you. And so, they was over there. The police officer was trying to say, well, how long have you known him? And how long are y'all together? I said, he's not my boyfriend because I've been stopped having sex with Lamarcus Sanders when I realized he was setting me up at Lily Morris's house. So I had been living in his truck and he was trying to climb on top of me. And I was like, Lamarcus, get the hell up off of me. I'm not playing. One time, we had some sort of oral where he did some oral on me, but that's because I was really horny, you know. I was turned on, you know, not for him, but because naturally anybody gonna want some stuff, you know, every now and then. But no, you know, I wasn't feeling him and I was not having sex with him. I was not finna let him have sex with me after you up here setting me up. And I know y'all setting me up and y'all wicked behinds think y'all gonna sit there and run through the girl and then have sex with the girl and everybody done slept with it and the whole crew, and then you're gonna turn around and set her up to be killed and then snatch her baby and then be over there poisoning her. And then they getting real rank with the Hispanic women and the white women because they wanted them to hurt me so bad, and the other black girls was getting off on them hurting me too. So you ain't finna be raping me, you know, and sex trafficking me and then running off with my enemies, girls that's actually really jealous and loving to see me in this state, and then y'all having all this evil, wicked sex behind my back. Hell nah. Hell no. So I cut that off. I'm celibate. And no, I ain't selling nothing. But I ain't gonna get into that. But I ain't selling nothing. You know, so I ain't having sex with him. I wasn't having sex with him after I realized what was going on. And I stopped having sex with James when I realized what was going on. And I stopped having sex with Austin when he was beating me and he was trying to force me. So I'm that type. You know, if you don't treat me right and you try to embarrass me or deny me in front of people, then that's why I say if you are trying to embarrass me in front of people and belittle me, then that's the same thing as denying me. And I'm going to be the same way how my God is. I'm going to deny you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to deny you in front. I'm going to deny you for real. Like when we behind closed doors, you trying to get it. I'm going to deny you before God. I'm going to deny you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to give you now. And it'll just be me and my God that can witness it. And he'll know why I don't want to give none to you. Because when you out there in the world and you in front of people, you up in there trying to set me up. And you trying to be cool with my enemies. And I ain't finna do it. So that's what's been going on, and I ain't been having sex with nobody, and you know, it's all good or whatever because I feel good about God standing up for me and being on my side, you know, and that's wickedness, you know. And if I choose anybody, I choose Jesus Christ. If I choose to be with anybody, I choose to be